Well, as the title of this video goes, I'm quitting. At this point, I'm sick of losing money and I'm sick of disappointing people. Now, I'm not talking about quitting YouTube. I'm still making videos. What I'm talking about is I'm done taking customers' machines right now. I always undercharge, never make any money. I'm glad I can treat the customers well, but sometimes I got to think about myself as well. It doesn't help when I do a freebie job like this one. Now, this last machine I worked on right here is a 2002 Polaris Edge 600. This is just one of the examples. So I swapped the engine, did a 700 engine swap to it. This thing took way longer than anticipated. I'm only charging the owner 3 hours worth of labor. I probably have 3 hours of tuning in this thing by the time I got done just tuning the carburetors. Maybe not quite 3 hours there, but I guarantee I have well over 10 hours in this project. It just sourcing parts, and actually I have way more than 10 hours if I include sourcing parts. It's just, it was not worth it. And then I'm gonna charge $200 in parts that I probably spent more than $200 on. I actually bought a complete part sled over there for this thing, and that's the second parts machine I bought just to get a customer's machine going. I have a customer's Yamaha 700 triple right here. I thought it might have been a quick project, so I went ahead and started it, even though I got some jobs I need to get done before this, and it didn't turn out to be super easy anyways. I still got to do some work to this thing, so it just sits here right now. Now, this is another problem I do. I haven't actually lost any money on that thing yet, per se. I haven't charged any labor. But I know I'm not going to charge the amount of labor I work on it. I just never do. I can't. I don't know. It's just something in my brain won't let me charge much labor, which is not good when you try to own your own business here. But what I did do, and I always do, and it always hurts my own machines in the meantime, I went ahead. This is my machine right here. This is another Yamaha VMAX 700 triple. I ended up stealing the carburetors off. This is a fine running machine, but I took the carburetors off to try it on his machine. You know, who knows when I'm gonna put them back on. I don't have time right now. I don't have time to run. I don't have time to fix half my stuff. And a lot of my stuff is just not working. I have a ton of machines and so much money invested in them. Yeah, that's another story there. Now, if you have your machines here right now, don't worry. Obviously, I'm still fixing them. I gotta fix this thing. I got a Honda Foreman 450 I gotta tear apart right here. I know I don't have very good lighting back here, but I got two Honda Rincons sitting right here. Now, these two Rincons have been here way too long. These are definitely getting fixed very, very soon. The owner brought me a bunch of Rincons, and I actually fixed a couple of them and a Honda 300 for them, but he picked those up. I still got these two machines to do. If any of those are your guys' machines, don't worry, they will get done, and I'm tackling them before I even touch anything of mine. I also have a Polaris Sportsman 800, I think it is, sitting over here that I need to fix as well. But that one, the guy said he didn't want it till spring. Now, I'm in northern Vermont, and I think this guy was from Rhode Island. I could be wrong, but he dropped that thing off, and he didn't want to come up here until springtime. So we're not tackling that until all these other ones get done. And I got a few more jobs that I've already committed to. They're not here yet, but I'm gonna tackle them as well. I got a dirt bike coming from a guy that I've worked on quite a bit of his stuff in the past, and I got a Harley coming back that might have some engine troubles. Hopefully not, but it's not running great, so we'll see what's going on with that as well. But getting away from customer stuff, as some of you guys noticed, or maybe a lot of you have noticed, I have so much stuff and hardly anything runs. I'm always working on customers' machines. I mean, I got an Arctic diesel sitting right here that just sits there. It actually runs pretty decent, but it needs a lot of work. It needs me to go through it. I just haven't had a chance to get to it. I got a lot of cool stuff that I want to tackle, just haven't had time. I got an old Arctic Thundercat 900 sitting right here that, you know, it runs if you throw gas down the cylinder, but it still needs a lot of work. I mean, it needs a lot of work. I got a couple of Skidoos over here. I got just so much stuff. I mean, and the stuff is just, I bought a lot of this stuff like right around right in the 2020, 2021, 2022, and machines were going for big money. I mean, I overpaid for a lot of stuff. Luckily, this Skidoo right here, I got a sweet deal on it. I only paid 600 bucks, and it actually runs pretty decent. It needs some work, and it just sits there. I got another Skidoo, same thing. Needs some work, just sits there. I got a Polaris over here. That one just needs a voltage regulator now because I took it off for somebody else's machine, and that just sits there. That Yamaha VMAX, I need to throw some carburetors on it. That needed a track on it and some clutch work, but same thing, it just sits there. The only thing that I can actually hop on and go is this Yamaha R-Max because I just bought it last year. It's a 2021. Luckily, that doesn't need any work, but everything else I got needs work. There's so many projects I want to tackle. I know I keep saying that, but my Arctic Cat Panther 303 over here, that thing, I can start it up and drive it, but I don't really want to, not much, because it could definitely use some crank seals, probably a carburetor. I got the carb kit, and I wanted to go through the whole ignition system on that. I just haven't had the time to as of yet. And oh boy, I got a building that just fell down. We'll get to that in a minute. I know that I'm just complaining this whole video, but I don't know. You guys get to see some of my projects anyways, even though you've probably seen most of these things. Some of them anyways, I don't know. But my John Deere, I just picked this thing up this past fall. Great machine. I paid dirt cheap money for it, but I did notice we developed an oil leak on it, and I don't really want to run it too much now. I've been using that for snow blowing, and it works great. But I did develop a pretty good oil leak. I mean, we got some fresh snow, so you probably can't see it. But there's some black spots under there. It's leaking pretty bad. I haven't even looked. I don't know how bad it is. I don't know where it's leaking from. I just don't have time to do it. I'm a one-man show here, and I can only tackle so many projects, you know, and make the videos. I'm making these videos. These take time, even though, you know, right now I should be working on somebody's rig. I will be, but I just wanted to kind of give... the main reason I was making this video is because I am getting email after email after email of people wanting me to work on their rigs, and I really do appreciate the business or the opportunity for the business. I just can't do it right now. I can't take on any more stuff because I'm sick of disappointing people. And what I mean by that is they're usually happy with my work. I'd like to think so anyways, but it doesn't get done in a timely manner. Now, some quick things, you know, if somebody brings me a quick thing, I will try to tackle that, and they might be happy because, you know, I sneak it in before some bigger jobs. But then again, old customers, our old machines has been here that need engines jobs, it just keeps getting pushed out and pushed out. And yeah, it's not good. And obviously this is not how it should be. I should just, you know, go down the line, this guy first, that guy. But it's not how it works, for me anyways. This Kubota, my Kubota, I always plow with this thing. I move machines back and forth. It runs. It needs some engine work, I think. It's got a knock in it. I haven't really looked into it, but I'm still using it. But I can't go anywhere with it right now because I lost the front drive shaft. It dropped on me. The pin fell out, and I lost the yoke somewhere. No idea where. So I need a new one. Actually, I haven't even ordered that yet because I figured, you know, the part's just gonna sit around, and I'm not gonna be able to fix it. So I keep buying stuff too. I'm going back to, yeah, a lot of the stuff I overpaid for. I know I did. I got some good deals on some stuff, but I overpaid on a lot of stuff, and it's not gaining any money. It's losing money every day, it seems like. You know, I picked that up not too long ago. It's a Honda. I know you guys can barely see the stuff because it's buried in the snow. I don't have a building big enough to hold all my stuff. A lot of the parts machines just sit out here until I get to them, unfortunately. But I got a Foreman 450 right there. I don't even remember what's going on with that thing. It ran and drove. I think it's mainly fuel issue. It could be wrong, could be spark. It didn't run the best, but it did run and drive. My Rocks Honda 3 tracks I built, that thing just sits there. I got some Grizzlies, I got a Warrior, a lot of stuff. And like I said, I overpaid for a lot of the stuff. I got a Scrambler right there that I picked up not too long ago. I just haven't had a chance to do anything with it. I don't know anything about it. I got the Big Bear I didn't pay much for, but these Grizzlies, at the time it was a great deal. I paid, $1,200 to $1,500 probably for most of these Grizzlies each, and at the time that was a great deal. They were going for $3,000, $3,500, somewhere around there, and all fixed up, not junk like I bought them. But now, I mean, I can pick a blown Grizzly up for, seems like $500 to $800, maybe $1,000, any day of the week though, any day of the week. $1,000, like, no problem. And so, some of these I paid more than that. So I can't sell them the way they are because I'll lose a ton of money. If I counted up all the project machines I get, I have probably have $60,000, $70,000 in this stuff, and it just sits around losing money. You got a Sportsman 550 XP right there. That needs front differential work. The snow's pretty deep around here, and we actually, it was really warm. It was in the 30s, almost 40 the other day, so a lot of it did settle, but as you can see, we still got quite a bit. I got Polaris diesels in there. Those are big money. I probably won't sell those anyways, so I guess that's no big loss sitting there. I got a Polaris Sportsman 600 sitting here. I bought that a long, long time ago. Well, maybe not a long, long time ago, but years ago. And it just sits here. It needed something with the transmission, I think, and a head gasket, and it just sits here. There's a three-wheeler buried under the snow right here, believe it or not. Right there, there's a Suzuki King Quad 750. Now that King Quad 750 is 100% a parts rig, so that can sit there. Believe it or not, under this snow, somewhere right about here, there's a Honda motorcycle. It's it's an Interceptor 250. Yeah, I know. It's not funny. It's not funny because who knows, water's getting in places it shouldn't, especially on that bike. I think the carburetors were torn off of it. Now, luckily, this 2015 Skidoo Renegade 900, I can actually just start up and go. Sticker's still holding up pretty good. Put that on there last year, I think. But you know why I can hop on this and go? It's not even my machine. I actually bought this for my father quite a few years ago as a Christmas present, Father's Day present. I don't remember, one or the other. But he left it up here. When he goes riding, he rides it up here. So he just left it, and I use it every now and then. I got to put a track on this thing, though, before you can really do any serious trail riding. I mean, it goes right now, but it needs some help. You can see she's missing some studs, and it's only a matter of time on that. But if we hop on this thing, got a Can-Am Renegade over there. I'd love to get going again. I got something cool under that. I don't even want to tell you guys what it is because I'll have it on the channel here one of these days. But I got brute forces that need to rebuild engines. I got my Maverick over here. I got to do an engine job too. This is my old house trailer I used to live in. I got to tear this thing down so eventually when I get enough money, I can build a bigger garage here, a nicer garage. But, it's a matter of time and money. I ain't got either one right now. Right here, now this sucks. This was a building that I kept. I didn't keep any machines in here, but I kept a lot of parts in there. And it went down like 2 days ago. As far as I know, my father was actually coming up the road and he noticed it like yesterday. That sucks. We had a bunch of snow. This is the only roof I didn't clean off. Obviously, other than the trailer, I haven't touched that, but this is the only roof I didn't clean off. Kind of forget about it sitting over here, and I lost the building. It came down. Sucks. And there's engines in here. You know, there's tons of parts. I'm just really glad I didn't have any machines in here. There's a Yamaha Bruin sitting under there. So the front of that got a little smushed, but it wasn't that big of a deal because it was mainly just a frame and plastics, and that needed major work anyways, but there's just a lot of good parts in here. I don't know if I don't even know what to do. I can unbury all the snow. There's a ton of it on there, and then move everything out, but I don't even have room for these parts anywhere else right now, so that kind of sucks. I got a Grizzly hidden over here. Kind of always forget about that thing. So yeah, eventually, now I need a new building to put my parts into. These are all snow machines buried under snow here, and there's a couple four-wheelers too. Now a lot of these things down here are parts rigs, but there's definitely some stuff I wanted to fix. I got Polaris 6x6 sitting over here somewhere. I got I really wanted to get my Polaris triple. I got a 650 triple. Man, this stuff I'm staying right on top right now. Like I said, we got a bunch of snow. The other day we picked up some rain and it made a hard crust into this. Oh, now I'm sinking. Yeah. You go from standing on top to waist deep snow. Yeah. So this is, I don't even know what this is. Oh, that's the seat. Handlebar is gonna be right here. This is kind of a cool rig. If you're familiar with old sleds, that right there tells you what this is. This is a Yamaha Inviter. It's the only one that I know has like a, I don't know, I'd call it like a Harley type of deal handlebar. It's a 300 liquid cooled single cylinder in that thing. I really wanted to try to get that thing going, but haven't had time. I hope that sled don't sink. It's literally on top right now, and I'm sunk down. Well, I was staying on top pretty good now. Must have gained a little weight sinking down. Now, I can't walk very good through this stuff, but this is where a lot of my money sits, right over in this pile. I know you can't even see half the stuff that's sitting here, but there's some Hondas, there's brute force. Like the brute force I paid $1,500 for right there, and it just sits there. That's one machine, and you count up, I got probably 60 projects minimum. I got a Polaris Ace sitting over there. I don't remember what I paid for that, but it was probably $1,000–1,500 with no engine. And then I bought a used engine with a bunch of parts, and it just sits there. Got a Honda Foreman 450 over here, paid $900 for, blown up, but you know, at the time it was a steal. They were going for big money. Now I might be able to pick up a running and driving one for $1,200 to $1,500, so I'm gonna lose big money on that, depending on what's wrong with it, obviously. The Ranger, I think I still got a good deal on this. I think it was $1,000, but it needs possibly a transmission in it. But what I'm trying to get at is I got so many projects sitting here that I'm actually losing money every time I work on somebody's machine, because I could be working on one of these trying to get at least my money back. Some of this stuff, it was all planned on making money on, but I don't think I'm gonna make money on probably 3/4 of the stuff now. You know, some of it I definitely took a hurting on, even back when I thought the prices were good. It's just how it is. Sometimes you buy, sometimes you get good deals, sometimes you think you get good deals, and then you bring it home and you find out you just lost $2,500 because the engine's cracked. That happened with a Can-Am, and I'll never forget. That's the worst one. Yeah, engine was cracked. Supposed to be running driving machine, which it was. But you gotta be careful when you're buying used machines. Right here, I'd love to get this snow bike going again. It needs, you know, just a really good tune-up, and then it would be running and driving, but I just haven't got to it. That thing, that's a lost cause, that DR650. But I got my 350X here, Scrambler, Tri-Z projects, those things I really want to get done. I haven't even touched them. I got a boxes full of parts over here for these two things. I got a Grizzly 450 or Kodiak 450, one or the other. They're the same thing. And then, of course, an Arctic Cat 650. But a lot of complaining, like I said, and I don't know. You guys are probably sick of hearing me complaining. So I think if I stop taking customers' machines and start working on my own stuff, at least for now, get my building up. Maybe this summer I can get a little bit better garage. The garage I'm working on now is actually an old sugar house that my dad had. I bought this place from him, and you know, I turned it into a garage. It works for now. It keeps me dry somewhat, but I definitely made sure I shoveled off that roof because it was getting pretty deep up there and on the other side, because I do have some customers' machines in here and my own machines, and it's where I work out of, so that would suck if that came down. That would not be good. Now, I know some of you guys are probably saying, well, why don't you just stop making videos and start working on people's stuff? That would save you a bunch of time right there, and you would be right. But I don't want to. You know, I like making these videos. This is a little different than usual, but, you know, I like making the repair videos. And really, I started this channel. It's actually grown pretty good. I know a lot of people keep saying, I can't believe you only have, I think it's close to 30,000 subscribers now, and I appreciate all of you. But, you know, I started this channel just doing test rides. I happened to see somebody doing test rides on motorcycles. I don't even remember the name of the channel now, and I don't even know if it was on YouTube. It might have been on Facebook, but I remember seeing him. He tested out a bunch of different motorcycles when I was looking into some motorcycles, and I thought that was the coolest thing. And the only thing I could remember is when I was younger, I watched ATV television, and they tested out all the new stuff. And, you know, I thought, hey, maybe I could do a YouTube channel. I get so many machines. I just do test rides, give my thoughts on them. And, you know, I thought that would be pretty cool. Even if people didn't watch it, at least I'd be able to go back to it and, you know, watch it myself, which I just did the other day on a Polaris Fusion 900. I was like, you know, I saw one for sale, and I was like, I thought I remember that being a pretty nice little sled, nice big sled. I mean, it's a big motor, but you know, and I went back and I actually watched that video. You know, it's just a raw clips of me taking a little test drive, and you know, I thought it was pretty cool. Anyways, I could go back and see what I thought of the machine and see how it went and stuff. So. Then I did one repair video, and it seemed to do better than all my test ride videos. You know, nothing crazy, but still did pretty good. And I had a lot of comments and stuff on it, so I said, well, maybe I'll try doing that. Because it's not like I don't work on these things. I spend more time working on these things than driving them, because I buy them blown up, or buy them needing a lot of work anyways. And then, you know, I'll take them, get them fixed up, drive them. Sometimes I sell them, sometimes I keep them. Most of the times I keep them, but you know, I was selling a lot of them at one time, and you know, that was kind of fun, but have a hard time letting go. But I definitely make more money, usually, if I buy them right, fix them, sell them, than I do working on people's machines, because I undercharge. And it's my own fault. I just can't, I don't know. I just can't seem to charge what I should charge, I guess. Lately, the channel's doing pretty good. I've been putting out as many videos as I can, but if I can get caught up on the customers' rigs, start working on my own stuff. Like I said, I want to build that garage and everything. That's not going to be until this. I don't even know if I'll be able to get to it this summer. Maybe. I'd like to, but we'll see how finances are. Got a new baby. Got the toddler still. So it's just a lot going on. And yeah, I don't know. I guess that's my rant for today. If you watched, thanks for watching. If not, well, I don't blame you, I guess.